Today we are building a DIY cornhole game and a giant wood block game. So let's get started. We bought our wood pieces from Home Depot and we had a couple scraps.
66 and an 8.
Okay.
So I need to trim off so that the excess is, the 48 is on this side. And I'm subtracting the 48 inches. So I need to cut 18 and 1/8 to this side of the blade. So okay. I'm measuring from the farthest tooth this way to the guardrail. So this will be our scrap and the 48 inches will be left over.
So what we wanted to end up with was 48 by 24.
So we're trying to get to 24 inches. So we'll be making set it so that this piece is on this side being cut off.
Okay.
Looking at 48 inches.
Okay. And you want to measure over and over and over before you make your cuts, just to be sure, so you don't screw it up because you can't add more back on.
24. We're cutting these in half.
So these pieces are going to be our edge pieces and for the front and the back. I will have all the sizing and measurements in my description box. Kitty. We were going to buy these games, but they're so expensive at like sports stores and stuff. So we decided to make them because we needed them for our son's graduation party, which is coming up real soon here. So we're just laying them out here to make sure they are going to fit. And then my husband went ahead and screwed in all the screws nice and tight. He did all these because I've done these before and the screws end up going in wonky directions. So I just thought, just get it done and have him do it right.
Perfect.
Really soft.
What's that?
Looked really soft.
Yep.
So he ended up doing 2 screws per like direction there. And then we're attaching the top piece to those side pieces that he just screwed together. And there's no real set number of screws that you want to use, just enough to really secure it down. And then I went ahead and sanded where the screws went in, and also where we had made the cuts because it was a little splintery. And it's not going to be perfect because it is an outdoor game, so it doesn't have to be nice and smooth and perfect. Plus, my husband is going to put our kids' schools on here, like their logos and stuff. And I'm just taking this primer because you want to prime them really well because they're going to be out in the weather and the elements and stuff. So you want to really protect the wood so that these last for a really long time. So I let that dry, and we did this kind of backwards, you'll see here. We should have cut the hole before I painted, but we didn't have the right tools here that day.
Right here.
Okay.
And then we need, the center of it is going to be right here. So that should be somewhere in here.
So we're doing it a little bit backwards. And then he's just using this pot. Like I said, I'll put all the measurements in my description box and maybe up here in the screen somewhere. He's using the pot to make the circle size. And then he's using this tool just for, spots where he can put the saw blade in. This is not my most favorite tool. I've used it and I've done okay in some of my other videos, but he's a little bit better at it, steering it and stuff. So then after we cut that, I went ahead and sanded it, made it nice and smooth, and tried to get out some of the edges and the splinters. And this is why we couldn't do it outside. We had to do it in our garage. That's why it's all dark and everything, because it was nice and rainy. Here he is making the cuts for the legs, and I'll show you how we put those together. Super simple.
So I'm going to put mine hole at 3 1/4 this way.
He's marking the hole here to drill a hole to go through the game and through the leg, because these are going to, you're going to be able to pivot these or swivel. And then here this doesn't have to be perfect. He was just making it so that there was room for it to flip up and down without the corners getting caught in, you know, the side and the bottom of the game pieces. You'll see here. And here he's just kind of showing you how it's going to be attached. So I'm curious. I'm sure everybody's been to graduation parties or put them on. We've already done one for my daughter, but I'm curious, like, what kind of things have you done that you thought have been fun at graduation parties, like games, or like what foods did you think worked the best? What kind of cute decorations did you see? I just wanted to get some ideas, even though ours is coming up really soon here. I like to hear people's ideas and opinions. And we're going to have to prime the bottom of those legs as well, but he's setting it up here so he can find the right angle.
We're just going to measure from there down and then cut our heights. From here down is 12 inches.
The whole leg has to be 12 inches?
No, from the top corner to the ground has to be 12 inches.
Okay.
So I'm going to need to make a mark right in there somewhere.
And he's cutting all the slants.
When they swing, they sit like this.
Okay. And then I just did a final coat on all of these with the white paint. And here they are all finished. So let me know what you guys think about that and if you enjoy playing cornhole. For the next one, it is a giant tumbling block game, and this one my husband made, and my father-in-law helped him make some of the cuts. And he said it was really, really simple. It was so much cheaper than the ones we saw at the stores, which were $80 and up, and my husband, I think he said he made this for a little over 40, if I can remember correctly. The first time we ever played with one of these giant tumbling block games was at my cousin's outdoor wedding. She had it set up for just some games at their reception, and it was so much fun. It was larger than this one, but it was a lot of fun. I have a crate that I'm going to refinish to store the blocks in. But I think it's going to be perfect for a graduation party and, you know, for just get-togethers and stuff with family and friends. And here is the giant tumbling block game, all finished. It is really fun to do. You just need to find a flat surface to play it on and maybe raise it up a little bit. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what kind of games and food and stuff that you guys enjoy at open houses and bonfires and barbecues, and let me know what kind of video you want to see next. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate and love all of you. I hope you're having a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.